I want to return this. What's the matter with it? It just, it just, we can't just stop. We're not rocks. Progress, migration, motion is modernity. It's animate. It's what living things do. We desire. Even if all we desire is stillness, it's still desire for. Even if we go faster than we should, we can't wait. And wait for what? God. God? He isn't coming back. And even if he did, if he ever did come back, if he ever dared to show his face or whatever in the garden again, if after all this destruction, if after all the terrible days of this terrible century, he returned to see how much suffering his abandonment had created, if all he has to offer is death, you should sue the bastard. That's my only contribution to all this theology. Sue the bastard for walking out. How dare he? Thus spake the prophet. So, thank you for sharing this with me, but I don't want to keep it. He wants to live. Yes. I'm 30 years old, for God's sake. I haven't done anything yet. I want to be healthy again, and this plague, it should stop. In me and everywhere. Make it go away. We have tried. We suffer with you, but we don't know. We do not know how. This is the tome of immobility, of respite. Stay in heaven. Don't return to life. Suffer no more. You choose. I can't. I still want my blessing. Even sick, I want to be alive. You only think you do. Life is a habit with you. You have not seen what is to come. We have. What will the grim unfolding of these latter days bring, that you or any being should wish to endure them? Death, more plenteous than all heaven has tears to mourn it. The slow dissolving of the great design, the spiraling apart of the work of eternity, the world and its beautiful particle logic all collapsed, all dead forever. We are failing, the earth and the angels. Who asks of the order's blessing with apocalypse descending? Who demands more life? When death, like a protector, blinds our eyes, shielding from tender nerve more horror than can be borne. Let any being on whom fortune smiles creep away to death before that last dreadful daybreak when all your ravagings return to you, when morning blisters crimson and bears all life away, a tidal wave of protean fire that curls around the planet and bears the earth clean as bone. But still, bless me anyway. I want more life. I can't help myself. I do. I've lived through such terrible times, and there are people who have lived through much, much worse. But you see them living anyway, when they're more spirit than body, more sores than skin, when they're burned and in agony, When flies lay eggs in the corners of the eyes of their children, they live. Death usually has to take life away. I don't know if that's just the animal. I don't know if it's not braver to die, but I recognize the habit, the addiction to being alive. We live past hope. If I can find hope anywhere, that's it. That's the best I can do. It's so much not enough, so inadequate, but still. Bless me anyway. I want more life. And if he returns, take him to court. He walked out on us. He ought to pay.